So we say, folks, welcome. This is LMTV Live coming to you from Harrisville, Lower Johnsonville, and we are the project site of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. As you may be aware, on Facebook recently you saw trending on Facebook that the LWSC brought into country pipelines, water pipelines that are to be constructed on this route leading all the way to where the pavement ended around the Johnsonville cemetery. So today we are here to give you a tour of this facility and speak to the experts who are involved into this work. Managing Director of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, Honorable Mo Ali, the MD, is here along with other engineers who are helping to make sure that this work is done and it comes to fruition. Sure. So I'm here with my colleague Anthony Williams, and jointly we have Aaron Tyler. We're going to be bringing you intermittently the broadcast from here. Welcome, Anthony.
So to bring you up to speed, this particular project site is called the it's a World Bank sponsored project, and it's here in White Plains. And so, like you said, we are visiting the project site today. The MD is going to take us through this entire site. We will tour the site, but we will also talk about the World Bank sponsored project, where the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation will be laying water pipes for about 10 kilometers headed towards town along the Johnsonville route here in this part of from White Plains precisely. Now, also the giant-sized pipes that have been trending on social media that were made in China and customized for the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. According to the information we gathered, the LWSC is expected, in fact, have received about 1,600 pieces of this pipe in country, and they are at the free port of Monrovia. Now, currently, here on the project site, they've brought about 400 pieces of them here on the project site, and they've started the construction of the pipeline already. As you can see behind us, we have excavators digging the soil, and they've already built that will hold these giant-sized pipes beneath the ground. So the MD is already here, Aizen. My team and I, our entire team will go around this project site along with the MD to show you the magnificent work that is ongoing here in White Plains. Aizen.
So yeah, we go.
Already behind us, we have the MD, Mr. Mo Ali. He's already here. There are a host of media practitioners who are already here. He's about to have a brief conversation. Okay, great. So he will introduce his team. He's calling all of the project engineers. So behind us, the MD is about to introduce his team. All of the engineers that are part of this project, the chief engineers, and all of that. There are contractors also who have been contracted under this project. So he will introduce his entire team, and then he will also speak to the media before we kickstart the tour.
I know the noise is at the background, but we are here this morning to take you through on the project. We currently have a 36-inch pipe that is transmitting water from White Plains through Painesville to Monrovia. Those pipes are more than 70-year-old. They were constructed in 1953. And so the government of Liberia got a loan from the World Bank. As far back as 2016, the negotiation, it was first a $10 million grant that was negotiated for during the Ellen period. And then during the President Weah era, they negotiated for additional financing of $30 million. And then we came in, the project was a little bit stalled. We renegotiated with the World Bank, and they extended the period. Nothing had actually kicked off because of some contract issues with the consultant, the contractors. Initially, the project was 11.8 kilometers, but because of all of these setbacks, and we had to make in for time loss. After the renegotiation with the bank, with the amount and everything, we agreed to reduce the scope from 11.8 kilometers to 10 kilometers. So we are now going to lay 10 kilometers of 48-inch pipe. However, on this project, we have the contractors, our own engineers, our deputy for technical services, and the consultant. So Seth is representing the consultant firm. He's currently the lead consultant here. Of course, Patrick Sandiki is the deputy for technical services, and Samuel Fokpa Davis is our project engineer, and your name John here represents he's the lead engineer for the contractor on the ground, the project manager. So they will take you through everything that we are doing. And the reason we thought to bring this to the public is for people to know what is actually going in. Because normally when you see a pipe project or water network and you call the cost, there is this thing that people doubt the cost. Somebody thinks you can just dig a well, put a pipe and open the tap. When somebody goes and they open the tap, water comes in, and say this project costs 12 million. They say, oh, they finished stealing all the money. So when you see what going under the ground, the end product, that tap you open it, that's the cheapest part. That one doesn't even concern the contractors. The total cost for the project is 12.4 million USD for 10 kilometers of pipeline. We have 25 kilometers. So for the remaining 15 kilometers, we need anywhere between 22 to 25 million naira to complete that. So I wanted to lay the basis, and then the engineers can now take you through, starting off with the flanges, the gaskets, the valve chambers, and everything. So yeah, who giving it to? One of you will take it, or the journalist will decide. So thank you, and Patrick will lead the team to take you through.
So I will start in this fashion where we are right now. So you can swing your cameras around. You find that in this project, we call this as our staging area. This is a project site, the site engineer office, the contractor office. So this is the site we are on. So you can see like on-ground storage facility, and this is like a plant also to manufacture or to produce some of the components, especially the concrete covers for manholes and for valves, chambers, etc. So you can see what is on ground already. You can look over there and see a number of boxes are over there. It contains valves, it contains elbows, it contains gaskets, when the pipes are going in the ground. So you can zoom in and you see all that. So this steel rod you see over there, we're telling you those are the valve chambers, and wash out, because if you put the pipe in anywhere die in, we can wash out. So these are the things the concrete work is being fabricated, and we'll remove them and install them. So by just seeing the typical height of the structures over there, the serial tells you that how deep below the ground the pipe going to be. So if you go over there, you see that they are excavating the site already. So maybe if you want to know the details, like where we stand is like midway, 5 kilometers from here to get to the plant. And then we'll be extending this way 5 kilometers. So we'll talk about 10 kilometers. We are just at the midway point. I don't know whether you have chance to go to the plant where the pipe will start from, to extend this way. So I don't know how that. So the engineer on ground, who is the consultant, is a consulting supervision engineer. He is here, and then this is our guy on the ground with his team of other engineers. So if you want to know the different aspects of the work, what is the status of the work now, where we are, and when we complete, I want to leave that with him so that he can take you go through. Maybe you ask specific questions to him, then he's going to answer. So Seth, you can start up with them, and maybe they will want to start. I don't know where you want to start.
All right, so I think MD and Engineer Patrick has briefed you. So we would rather want to ask if you have questions so that we can clarify. Otherwise, then we show you around.
So basically, what is this project?
This project is replacement of the smaller 36-inch pressed steel concrete pipe with a bigger 48-inch ductile iron pipe, 10 kilometers from White Plains towards Morovia.
How did you call the name of the pipe?
Ductile iron, DI.
DUCTR.
Okay,
Ductile iron. I am a Ghanaian, so
what does
just
that mean? How is it made? You want to give us an idea of what it
it
is?
is, in the old time we have something we call the carbon steel, but the carbon was interacting with the water and was becoming carcinogenous. So they mixed it and came with a stronger material, and they call it the ductile iron. So it's stronger and then more potable for water, and it's like it doesn't corrode and it lasts also
The lifespan versus
between
the
75 and 100 years. So if there's no anybody who intentionally want to go and spoil it, then our pipe should be able to see our grandchildren.
what's the length of this project?
The
How-
duration,
the duration.
up to the end of October 2025.
So, how many pieces of this?
Okay, so if all our mass are correct, one length is 6 meters, and if you are laying 10 kilometers, we are talking about 1,667. So it's roughly 1,670 pieces.
Have we all pieces in country?
All of them,
Have you done this work before?
plenty.
Which country?
I did one in Ghana. I did one in Madagascar. Madagascar was the design space,
Yes,
but Ghana many times.
This is your second time here.
Yes, is it second time or third time? I was involved in Buchanan, Swedro, and Kakata projects. I was involved in Soul Clinic and then New Georgia project, and I was involved in White Plains rehabilitation of this same pipeline also.
We
So
have been
this
coming,
one.
and I have seen a whole lot of different things, and it appears quite massive to me. You want to give the public an idea of what goes into this project, from the offloading, in fact, the unloading of the pipes to ships to where we are. Just give us an idea, because it looks massive.
Okay, I will leave because he was involved in the production phase all the time.
If follow, I'm not a Facebook kind of guy, but then when last December, close to January, early January, I was in China. So that's what the project required. The contractor placing his order, so I had to go to China with our PRU director, Boy, who is not here today, to go.
Provide the specs.
Yeah, so we gave him a set of specification as to the quality of material that we want. So he said he placed in an order. So when you say quality control, we ourselves, when I was in China, you can check on the Facebook, you see that picture on the LWSC page. I went in China, I went in the factory to witness the actual production. Okay, so you have all of the iron, they put them in a furnace, they melt it up, and they put the foam to fabricate the pipe to come out. So all of the stages from there, when the pipe comes out, they put the pipe on the testing bench, we call it, to do the hydraulic test. From there, they will do the tensor, strength, the material test, and all of that. Yeah. Yeah, so to know how strong it is, if it is in the ground, because you want to replace something. So the idea is replace. If you're doing this kind of work, we're doing it for. You saw this pipe, the old concrete pipe from 1953 up to now. Managing with it. So if we putting it in, we should put something that will be stronger. That will go. The 153 about 70 years old now. So putting one that will even last more than 100 years. We probably cars crossing, because this was a forest before, now it has become an urban area. So we had to have something stronger. So we did that inspection. In January, they loaded the pipe on board the ship, and we satisfied with all of the results in keeping with the spec that sent, and it set sail to Liberia. So we actually, like he said, it will be 30th of October. This pipe laying work supposed to be finished. But right now we missed 3 weeks. This ship docked 3 weeks ago to get the pipe offloaded, and then based on the capacity of output, hauling and pulling has been going. But then the president intervened, then the offloading has started. So right now on the ground, we saw different pile of pipes along the route when we're coming. We have about a little over 400 pieces that have been brought on the ground. We're talking about, see how massive the pipes are. 1,667 pieces or 70 pieces for any breakage that are on that board our ship. So they started offloading 2 days ago.
Yes.
Right, yeah. So since Saturday they started offloading and they continue, it's a delicate process. Taking it off from there. If you take one side complete, the ship will tumble. So you gotta do a very careful technical work at the port. That's what they're doing there. So we hope that the APM terminal will give us time. But there are a lot of other ships that are lined up there. The good thing about it is that we have more than 500 or 700 pieces that will be down before the close of the day today, so that we all heard that the ship may go to Senegal, put some load down, or give chance for other ships to put their little things they have moved and do. But within the next 2 weeks, the offloading will finish and the pipes will be on the ground. Where we are now, you can see that the excavation is going on simultaneously and the pipe laying will continue. The fabrication of all of these are ongoing and doing. So we don't have time. Two things are either against or for. The weather, the rains are pushing the contractor very hard because he knows that if the rain catch him, these dishes that you see here, they will be flooded. You see the slopes here. So more water will be there, will give him hard time doing the work. So it will become more money and all of that. So he's trying to chase off time. Our engineers are here 24 hours to ensure that the proper thing is done. What is on the paper, what we want from in China, that what is broad daylight for people to see it, that what going in the ground. We have Sam Day, who is our direct engineer from Water and Sewer side. We have the project, we have project manager, and the whole project team. Engineer Boyu is a project director, he's here. So our team and clerks of work, you go there and see in the ground there, like you said, what is going on. People are down there to measure the 1.5 meter deep the pipe supposed to go down there. They're grading you're doing so, it's going to take so many years before you can even reach very close to the pipe. So it's going way deep down there. So we will have our people there. We have the consultant who is paid by the World Bank to make sure that the appropriate thing is done on the ground. All of these warehouses you see, even the concrete work that they're doing, there are test benches that are here to do the strength test and everything, the design, the measurement, that why you're doing it in the open. So quality will be a show with all of these guys on the ground, and we will be coming in every week. Any of you have time to follow up this project every week? It's a Thursday, right? Every Thursday to tell you how serious the president take this work and how serious we that are on the ground take it. Every week, Thursday, there's a project meeting so that the next week projection or activities will be presented. We'll look at the progress and say, okay, fine, we'll approve this to go. If there are any challenges, we'll get involved. So like I said, the president himself is following this project. 3 weeks delay. If the president has not intervened, I know the pipe would have still be at the port. So the president on Thursday, we were with him, he sent for us, the managing director and the LWSC were making report to him. He himself was there, stopped our meeting and called the port to tell the port and talk to the APM terminal to make sure that, okay, they should put some ships on the side and bring ours in to bring the pipe because of the time running out. So like I said earlier, that the ship may dress a little bit back for other ships to come in to put their things down quickly and go. Because of that, it was their time to put their things down. So the president had to intervene, give way, let the guys have a pipe to be working. Then you can come back, put the other one, and you continue the offloading. So if that happens, there's an adjustment that will be made to make sure that this project is realized October 31st this year. So anything beyond that, I can guarantee you that we'll be celebrating now, commission doing other work. Okay. And at the bottom line, you're going to have more water entering to Monrovia. You drove along the line, every time the line is breaking. This is a swampy area. The creeks are passing. So some of the water you see here are our pipeline water. Underground leakages are there. The old pipe is just old. You have seen the pictures. That concrete loosened, it's scattered all over the place. We are just managing with it. So if the new pipe goes in, so you find out that all the water losses on the road will stop, or will be delivered in Monrovia. So the next challenge that will come, we'll start delivering more water in Monrovia next year. Those people that will talk to Monrovia remove your building on top of the water pipeline. And people take it to be like, we against poor people doing. No, we love the poor people. We love them. This pipe you see here, you see how it's more than a river when the pumps are pushing it. If it hit your pipe, some of the leakages are happening down. Some people saw it in Central Moravia. You saw it in a smaller school right on Nippo and Benson Street. When the bus opened, the only thing that saved the student that day, I think it was in the evening, the student had left. If the kids were in there, I don't know how many persons are going to die in there. The water got force. If your building remain there and the force hit the town, you get your story building, less than 30 minutes will come down. Once you and I get plenty cars to be moving up and down, the traffic itself, we be calling it night that we don't want to be doing our fire service, the new fire service in town. The building will be down before we reach there, but it will not be delivered. We caution the public, let all of us do the adjustment. That's the same adjustment we're doing uptown now, while the pipe is going in, so that water will be in Moravia, we'll be facing the distribution challenges, but we are sure we're going to get through it. Yes. We want to clear up all our table. Those who owe us huge amount of arrears, we want to set the book straight. The managing director, with the approval of the board, announced a waiver, some amnesty that, okay, any bill before 2023 December, will receive, anybody coming forward to pay that bill will receive 50% waiver of that bill. And that will run from now all the way to the 31st of June. So that's a good opportunity for the people to do. So right now you're going to be having water in Moravia. Pretty soon you have water now, and we can assure you will maintain the supply we're doing now, but it will even become a better and more reliable supply after October 31st.
Yes, I want to confirm whether these pipes are coming from China, right?
Yeah.
Are they going to supply or serve Maserati or group near Maserati?
So this is it. Water is responsible to provide water for everybody. Okay? The plant here has a capacity currently to produce 16 million gallons a day. So from all of our calculation, to put in meters and wastage to do here, I am still an engineer who is convinced that it is still adequate to supply water to Moravia based on our consumption pattern. But the more people get used to the water consumption pattern will change. People will start using shower. So you waste more water when using shower than when you're taking bath in a bucket. So it will increase. And then that's why LWSC has been fighting with Soul Clinic to be an annex that will be supplied from the substation. There you have New Georgia, likewise. We have other deep wells. So that's how it is, okay? So we now supply the whole Maserati is intended for the capital city, Moravia, and the environs.
You want to go on the side?
Initially, you disclosed that the project is being funded by the World Bank.
It's a loan. So the government of Liberia is funding it with a loan from World Bank. So I will pay the World Bank back.
Yeah.
But initially, the World Bank gave a grant of 10 million. Yeah.
AG, you can speak to the safety of water that will come in this pipe for consumption?
Very safe. Our water safety is slightly above that of the prescribed safety level for WHO. To make sure that because the water travels through the pipe, so it's safe for drinking.
Yeah.
We want to go take a look at
The trench, yeah.
Excavation there.
Yeah.
Stop now.
We're trying to appeal to them because they are saying they want to remove the ship from the quay.
Yeah.
For the other ship to put their material, then it will come back.
When this will come?
They wanted to do it today.
Okay.
Go there.
Come with your.
Hold on 1 minute.
Yes, come with the staff so that they see where you are, and then
Come closer.
so that they will see. So that those who yes.
On top of steel. Where is the top of steel? Very good. Chain it.
So any reading you read is in centimeters. So this is, if you check up to the top, is about like 3 meters. So we are burying the pipe down. So this will be able to withstand any erosion, and the pipe will last long. Will stay long in the trench. So, so we check 3 meters.
3 meters and 9 feet, right?
Uh, yes, 9 feet. Yes, more than 9 feet, but 9. It's a 10 feet. Yeah.
So the steel you see over there is on top. Yeah, the pipe will lay on top of the where they will put the bedding for the.
We'll put
That will be
sand.
the elevation for the bedding.
The sand will be able to, like a bed, to let the pipe rest comfortably.
Yeah.
Not on a very hard ground. You know, if it's hard, it can try to. So we'll put sand bedding to let the belly sit comfortably, and then we'll put the, you know, the end. There's a gasket to also prevent it from leakage. And after all, we'll do testing. We'll put pressure in it to make sure that it is also not leaking.
So, what happens in case one of the pipe get damaged?
Doing the maintenance effect, water and sewer has the capacity to
So we've
always
been maintaining the pipe all along, but these pipes, like the engineer said, except somebody can deliberately spoil it. These are doctor iron pipe, so it's not going to be easy. You see, even the ones that are there, it took many decades to start experiencing any kind of rupture on them. So it's not just not business.
The old one is a 10 bar capacity. Yeah. This is 30. 3 times.
So the bar there is the pressure. The
Pressure
force
can withstand.
That can burst it.
You know, that can burst it.
So the old one was 10,
This is
and this
30.
is 30. And you see, I see trucks running on the old one, and they are still, so you can imagine what this one can withstand. So unless somebody intentionally use an excavator and want to spoil that one, you end up spoiling it. But normal activity
is getting populated gradually.
Yes.
Don't you think we experience what we are currently experiencing around the port line and where people build along the port?
Well, normally these pipes are either along the road or in the road itself. And because they know that this is a major road and this could become a major road, that's why they are carrying it this deep. So it's not going to be possible easily for the road to go down that deep. And they are already working on the road. The only thing we could worry about in many years to come, if the pipe gets damaged, we have to excavate the road like we do with the other one to fix it. But that should not be a problem. Most of the public utilities are along the deep corridor. Sure. Good. So we can just take a tour around. You can show the pipe to the public.
Yes, so we are continuing with the tour.
So this is,
it's really hot.
Mela Gibson can fit in the pipe here anyway.
There.
So you see in here,
See, you can see the coating in this pipe. See there. So there's nothing when it comes to corrosion. You don't expect corrosion.
so that now something. So yeah, no rust can get it. It can't get rusted.
Okay, they say corrosion, we should say rust. Corrosion is equal to rust.
Yeah.
And then, for you to know, the manufacturer of the pipe, the technicians are also here to quality assure that it is laid according to their specifications.
So the people who manufacture the pipes, they are on the ground, and they will help to ensure that it's laid properly. The joints are there, those joints that will join one pipe to the other. And then there are 2 places. Okay, so
Mr. Sun
Mr. Sun is
from the Chin company, the manufacturer of this pipe.
So usually they bring them to ensure that we are laying them the right way. 2 places. One where they will connect it from White Plains, And then the end of the 10 kilometer, they have to tie into the 36 inch. That one, that real engineering where that the people.
Yeah, sure.
Easier portion. Easier portion of it is to tie it end to end. You have
So they get reducers.
all the materials.
Something that they will reduce one. They want to come water, and then going to the 36, they will reduce and just connect like that from 48 to 36.
All right, DG, there are other additional accessories to these pipes. We see some of them in the compound there. And previously, we also did a load tour. We are told there's also a workshop on ground to be able to manufacture some maintenance materials and stuff like that. You care to show us around, sir?
You, John and John and Seb will take you guys around.
Actually, the laydown area inside our camp, it's for all the accessories and for the pipes and the fittings. For the valves, for the pipes, we have the boxes of gaskets and reducers and the bands. The bands, because they have a big volume, we are stocking them and the other side of the site. And also the garage is divided into a workshop for the vehicles to be maintained, the vehicles that are working on the line, and also for any use of stock for the project. So if you want to take a look, these are the boxes that have been delivered so far here, and the bands are in the other side of the site.
So I'd like to ask the engineer on ground from the LWSC. Normally when you have this kind of modern project ongoing, there's this tendency that a time duration will be given for the contractor or the consultant of the project to manage for a period, and then later on can be turned over to Liberia. Is there any play within the contract of that, or after the instruction of the project, just turn over to Liberia?
Yes, after the construction will be finishing by the 31st of October. Then we have the default availability period up to December. Within that time, the contractor and other people will still be around. After that time, we'll be turned over fully to LWSC.
It doesn't mean that during the defect, the contractor is managing. No, it's only to be sure that if there is any defect, he comes in at his cost and repair.
Okay. All right, folks. So we just had a brief tour with the managing director of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, Andy Mo Ali, and he was walking us through this giant-sized facility as the LEC continues their, water pipe project heading towards Monrovia. So behind us, as you can see, the works are already ongoing. The excavator are digging, they're digging the pipeline, the lines where the pipes will be laid, and the project is quite a huge one. According to the MD, it's like a loan from the World Bank, but again, the Liberian government will still have to pay this money back. According to him, this is a 10-kilometer project. So, but the entire length, according to him, is around 25 kilometers. But as part of the project, the LWSC is only doing 10 kilometers. So the other 15, the government will have to source funding to be able to complete the actual length of where this line can link to Montreal and provide water. This is in response, according to the LWSC, to their main water supply pipeline that usually has issues as it relates to repairs and damages in hereabout. So this now will actually revolutionize the actual water supply process for the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. So lots of details have been given by the MD. You can walk and follow us through also. So yes,
yeah, I think
we
we'll
should
have
just
to
scroll through the other locations, of course. So as we move on, the main thing.
So William, you know, I was more on the technical side.
I know you're doing IT thing. You were trying to install Starlink because where we are, we don't have internet here actually. So now, according to when we were following through, We were following through Aaron. So as you can see right here, earlier where we were showing you the pit that are being docked to have the pipes lay. But as you can see, this giant size base that are being constructed here by the LWSC will be laid beneath the floor of the pit that are being docked. And of course, these will be some of the materials that will hold the pipes, frame as the construction process continues. There are several number of them, as you can see behind us.
So I think we want the engineer to
so you
walk us through.
yeah, sure, you can.
You know, we were live when you were doing.
Yeah, so now we are live now, so so we can now do that same tour that we did earlier. Sure, let's start from the other accessories. So we already spoke about the actual construction of the line where the pipes will be laid, but we also spoke about the pipes, the number of them. We've been through the 1,600 plus of them to be able to cover the 10 kilometers. But there are other additional accessories, to the materials that came in country. So we want you to walk.
The boxes that you see here,
Sure.
they are gaskets. The gaskets.
The rubber.
Yes,
Use the round rubber you put in so that it can
sealed
seal
to
watertight.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can see this is box number 2 of 112. Each box has 18 pieces.
Okay.
So 18 times 112 is more than 2,000.
Yes.
And the pipes we are joining are 1,670. So you see we have enough gaskets so that if there is any broken, we don't waste time importing. So we are getting ourselves prepared to make sure that every delay, anywhere we can sense delay, we are making preparation to offset it.
Okay, so we
So
already spoke
on
about
this
these
side,
gaskets, yes.
on this side, there are air valves.
This one.
Air valves, gate valves.
Okay.
So air valve, normally if you have a pipe that goes up and there is air, it tries to stock at the top.
Sure.
And it can be very strong that it will not allow
The water
to pass. We call it airlock.
Yes.
So we put this equipment, once it sends the air, it will take it out. So you will see it always popping the air out so that the water will go. So it's an automatic air releaser.
All right, so we head for the next.
So here, these are gates. These are gate valves.
Okay.
Down here.
Okay.
So this is a big pipe. On this line, we have 3 outlets to connect to communities on the line.
Yes.
Okay.
So some of these valves are supposed to be allow water
sub connections.
Yes.
Go in different directions.
Yes.
to 3 communities. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So let's talk about these ones then.
So these are chambers or manhole. These air valves we are talking about will be housed inside them.
Yes.
So that we don't cover them in sand.
Okay.
So wherever we see this air valve, you see, and wherever you see those connections to the community, so that you can go and close their pipes or open up for them to get water. So these are some of the chambers. We are doing them this way. We will carry them to the site
and cast them on it.
Then we cast so that we don't waste time doing blinding and those things. Because whilst we are waiting for the pipes, we try to be innovative to see what we can also do to speed up the work. And these are some of the things we do.
Okay. Where else can we go? We saw the workshop. If you had to show us, but basically, they spoke to us about the workshop.
Yeah. Workshop is workshop. You don't see any. It's just for maintenance purposes. So
your staff being hosted here on the site.
Yeah, the contractors are housed here at the back. We are housed in Monrovia, but every day we are here. By 7:30, I am here every day except Sunday.
I'm concerned about the welfare of your staff.
Everybody, our card. This is our card. There's another. There are 2. We are using 2.
So for the water and sewer staff, we commute here every day. Yeah, we commute here every day. We do our inspections. We plan together. and see how fast we can move. And this is because of proper planning. This is why you see us at this stage, because we saw all these things ahead, and to be able to speed up the work. That's what you see. We have done this. We cast the lead. We even the site here was even prepared long time ago before all these things can come. That is just preparations for us to be able to boost up to move forward. So all gears towards proper planning and implementations.
This is a contractor's construction engineer, Aaron. So
Okay. Yes, maybe we could have a word.
Yeah.
Maybe you could just run us through, as being one of the engineers, how effective is the work? What are some of the hurdles that you are experiencing, and how fast are we going?
Well, thank you. My name is C. Aaron Lanka. I work for Constar JV, the contractor responsible for the implementation. Well, with the coordination between the contractor, the client, and the consultant, we don't have an issue for now. Our only issue was the 3 weeks,
The 3 weeks wasted while the pipes were at the
while the
port.
pipe was at the port. But as you can see now, we have pipes, and the Chinese responsible for the installations, they are on their way. We are expecting them before the end of this week, so we can jumpstart the installation. But for now, we are okay. We are on par with our work schedule. Everything is on course.
Thanks
Yes.
for talking to us.
Yes, you're
Thank you
welcome.
very much.
Okay, sir. As the speaker of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, we saw you people using some money we were trying to remove people that obstruct their own water line or sewer waste. So are you people putting in place mechanism to deter people from doing these things instead of removing them when they construct on these facilities?
Yes, I don't want to go into details with that. And in water and sewer, the structure is being in such a way that every project, there's an engineer that is assigned with that project. And for me, I'm the project engineer for the project implementation unit assigned to this project. So I don't want to go into details, but I'm sure there is mechanism put in place.
But as it relates to this project, we are making sure we want to avoid that in the future.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir.
thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So, folks, that's it. We were speaking to two engineers, the project engineer and the contractor that is on this project. We already spoke to two of them. We've already toured the facility. We've shown you some of the materials that are hitting country from China. So, Aizon, probably we could just walk at the front there, or wherever we could bring this to an end. So let's just walk to the front where we started this broadcast, and then we can bring it to a closure. For those of you who have just joined us, we're here at the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation project site. It's here in White Plains, and my teammate Aizon and I will bring this video to an end. It's been quite a minute. We've spoken to the managing director of the Liberia Water and Sewer, Managing Director Mo Ali, and he's given us all of the details as it relates to this project. So this is a 10-kilometer project where the LWSC is laying pipes to connect to their main supply line. So my name is Anthony Williams. I've been here with my teammate Arizon Yuba, Aaron Talu, and I with this project. So you can have a glance for yourself as we bring this video to an end now, just to show you around.
So, folks, we say thanks for watching our broadcast, but it has been a very touring situation of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation project site. And my colleague Anthony Williams was at the center of the interview as we were doing some technical work. But it is a huge work, talking about the press that are brought in country, and they are corrosive. That is, for the longest they will serve, they will not get rusty, and you see them. And along this route, they are being placed along the route until you get to the Johnsonville area. So, well, we want to say thanks to the management of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, that of the governor of Liberia, Janjay, for making sure that Liberia can move one step ahead of the issue of pipe-borne water in our country. So, very briefly, we will conclude from here, but then we will drive a little bit to give you a scene of what exactly the pipe is going to run through the waterway from here to the Johnsonville pavement area.
Yeah, so basically we'll have to show the public the length at which the project will go. It's a 10-kilometer project. So we'll just drive through, and then once we get to the pavement where this particular project is expected to end, we can bring a video to an end. My name is Anthony Williams.
And
just in the next few minutes, we'll start a new live video.
I'll call it on time.
Yeah, sure.
So what we're going to do is we're going to roll with
the video. So we end the video, right?
No, we're rolling.
Wow.